Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I'm David Moss and we are on the road again. And on this road trip, we're going to discover Deli. Some people call them delicatessens, and of course you always think about corned beef and rye. We talk about pastrami, all kinds of different sandwiches, but the deli is a whole lot more than just sandwiches. And here to help me with that is Alvy from Jack's Deli, which is one of the delis been around over 40 years.
37 years.
37 years. 37 years has been voted one of the best delis in Cleveland for a long time.
Lots of years. Lots of years.
And we're in University Heights, right on Cedar and Green, so it's a fun place to go. And what's your description of a deli? What should a deli be in your mind's eye?
A deli is a family-style place that you know your customers. All the people that come in here for the last 37 years, we've seen generations and generations of people being born. Of course, people going the other way too.
Yeah.
Kind of sad, but that's what it's all about. Grandparents, grandkids. A deli is kind of more or less the family style place. It's more than just the food. It's all about the people walking in, knowing their names, saying hello, and being friendly and happy. But of course, you have to have the best food in Cleveland.
You've got some pretty good food here too, and when you come in, like sometimes you think you already know what a deli serves. Like you have from A to Z. Like I saw up on the top there, you got little boxes of Cheerios and cornflakes.
Yeah, just in case. A lot of kids come in here, and some of them like Fruit Loops too. So we got to keep some of those in hand.
So it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we come in the case, and some people see things that they might recognize and some that they don't recognize. Like I was wondering, like these Reuben knishes. Like I was with somebody, they didn't know what. Do you pronounce the K or not?
No, yeah, you do. It's knish. It is with a K, and it's something that we kind of made up.
Can you pull the tray up here?
Absolutely.
Take a look at it? So is it a heavy item, a lunch item? What is it?
It's a little heavier of an item.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like a side dish to go along with something, and we make it with corned beef, grilled onions, sauerkraut, and Swiss cheese. Don't go swimming after you eat one of these things. You'll sink.
You'll sink right to the bottom.
You'll sink.
Okay, so you got this. So compared to like corned beef sandwiches, you guys make a killer. You make corned beef sandwiches in two sizes, right?
Correct. We make them we make it three sizes. A not so hungry for the older crowd. We call it not so hungry. We make a regular size that's a half-pound sandwich. And we also make a jumbo, which is about 3/4 of a pound.
3/4 of a pound. That's a big sandwich.
That's a heck of a sandwich.
Okay, you know when I come in though, I don't know if I'm unusual or not, but man, I love your egg salad. I love your tuna salad.
Yes, you do. You come in and you like my matzo ball soup too. I
know
that.
I love your matzo ball
that
soup.
one.
I don't live too far from here, so I know how that is. And my wife always buys your hot dogs because you're the Vienna brand.
Yes.
My next big question is, how do you make your pickles stand up like this all day?
That's a question I'd have to shoot you if I told you. No.
Yeah. So, because the back of your shirts say what?
Did you? Well, somebody show him the back of his shirt.
How about you?
Here, right. Turn around.
Here.
Oh, she's got one. Okay, he's got one. Kind of a big deal.
We're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you come in here, you stand in line, you go in there, and what time do you open?
We open at 7 o'clock in the morning. We're open till 9 o'clock at night. Dining room closes at 8:30. 7 o'clock, you can come in and have breakfast. And I got sometimes a breakfast crowd. They come in at 6:30 in the morning.
That's great. And who's this guy hiding out right here, huh?
This guy here is my partner, Gary Leibowitz.
Hello, everybody.
And everybody knows Gary. You come in.
Welcome to Jack's.
Welcome to Jack's. Jack's is the spot.
Gary's the busy guy here. He
He's
takes care of all the busy.
So they got, you got this going on here. You got them making sandwiches. You got a full kitchen over there where they make the dinners, they make the breakfast, they make all kinds of stuff. You got the dining room. The dining room just remodeled a short time ago.
And plus, our kitchen's unique because we don't have a kitchen in the back of the restaurant and the deli in the front of the restaurant. We have what they call a deli and a kitchen right here. So it's a little bit easier with service. When we're servicing tables, the girl doesn't have to run to the back of the place to get French fries, to the front of the place to get corned beef, to go over there to get soup. Everything is conveniently located right here.
So check it out. It's Jack's Deli and Restaurant. It's in University Heights, Cedar and Green, easy to find. And also easy to find is my friend and partner, Natalie Herbert.
I'm taking you to the opposite side of town. Head west of Cleveland, you'll find 3 delis, same name, and known for their chicken salad. This is Martin's Deli.
It's a family-owned, family-run deli on the west side of Cleveland in Rocky River, Bay Village, and Avon. And we do fresh sandwiches every day. We do hot foods made here and deli salads made here. And a lot of people just grab and go, cafeteria style deli. My Grandpa owned a property that was a beverage store that my dad and uncle ran since 1975. And then my brother and I just bought it recently, running it as like a full service deli operation, where we transitioned over the years as the business changed from beverage store to convenience store to deli, and all the foods that we do in that. We bake the breads here, we slice the meat here, we get fresh food delivered every day of the week, and even into the seasonal stuff where we'll do clam bakes and corned beef seasonally. We'll do whole roasted turkeys for the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays. And it's just stuff you can't, you could do at home, but we can do it here for you anytime. The chicken salad is a real popular item. We'll do more than 100 pounds of chicken salad in any given week. We cook the chicken on the bone with the seasoning on it. We strip it, and then we make chicken salad 3-4 times a week at every store, every day, and then put it on our fresh bread. And people love it just because it's like you just made it at home yourself. We home make the chicken soup here, and the rest of them are fresh soups that we get in. We feature fewer in the summer just because of the heat, but we'll go up to 5 or 6 soups in the fall and winter. We do all our fresh sandwiches. It's really a mixed bag where people will come in here 5-6 days in a week and get something different every day. But the fresh food is what we're known for, the meatloafs and the turkeys and that. You have 2 on Detroit Road, Rocky River on Detroit, Avon here on Detroit Road, and then the Bay Village store is on Bassett Road, right up near Lake, where it runs into Lake. They all have dining rooms, and you do it cafeteria style, so you walk around, you grab all the food you want, you pay at the front, and then you sit down and dine. If you want to come back for more, you can always go back up and purchase more food as you go. We keep employees a long time, 15, 20 years. They like having that neighborhood feel to a store where they can get food that they want to serve their friends and their kids and things like that. About 100 fresh sandwiches at each location every day on our fresh bread, and we have customized options where you can fix it up yourself, or we can make you a different sandwich. But for guys who are working on the job, they can just grab it, get their drink, and go back out and get back to work. It makes a half-hour lunch period a lot longer when you don't have to wait for service. We roast a whole turkey every day, and we carve that for the hot table. We make homemade meatloafs, we make red skin potatoes and homemade stuffing I just finished. So we have a fairly consistent hot food menu. Some items vary. There's a noodle dish that might come or go, but you can come in and get the same lunch you like every day. The meatloaf or the mac and cheese or the turkey mashed potatoes and stuff like that's always here. Apple fritters, we get fresh apple fritters every day, and people love those. You can buy your current meal, you can buy meals for later, you can cold pack stuff. You can take care of, a couple days shopping just at the one stop, and it's all homemade food.
So we visited the Martin's Deli in Bay Village. They also have one in Avon and in Rocky River. Up next, a deli that will have you wanting to sing a nursery rhyme. We'll explain when we come back.
He says we could take a farmer in the deli, we'll call it. Farmer's market inside a deli. So that's where we got the name. And the kids love it. I mean, everybody loves it.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. We are dedicating this entire hour to delicious delis all across Northeast Ohio. And our next stop is in Wooster, right in the heart of downtown. It's Spoon Market and Deli.
Spoon Market and Deli is a unique, eclectic atmosphere that we try to make it more feel like home. You're welcome. We offer a lot of different things you cannot find at a chain, have great variety of different things. We make all of our breads and desserts here on site, which you don't find in a lot of places. Well, we moved in this building about a year ago, and they wanted to keep it natural to how it was back in the day. A lot of things are recycled or from family and friends. You're gonna find unique things that have great taste, a lot of the local things, support local. A lot of things from Cleveland, Columbus, unique things that taste great, a lot of organic things. These, the bar top is beams from our apartments that we have upstairs, and we finish them. And then the tin here is from the ceiling, so then we scrape that off and refinish that also. It's kind of to give it that unique atmosphere, but also that was very environmentally sound. Most of our sandwich names are named after movies. So you're gonna have that Dr. Strangelove, you're gonna have that Half-Baked, which is kind of funny to hear people order that. Blazing Saddle. So everything kind of has a unique texture that's put together. We make all of our sauces and dressings and everything here from scratch. I would say our most popular sandwich is our hot Italian grinder. We have some pepperoni, salami, and some Parmesan pesto ham, and we're gonna grill that. Everyone loves it, and it's a nice flavorful sandwich. And then our kale chips, we make our kale chips from scratch. And then our scones, great thing in the morning, can reheat the next day, great with your coffee.
Well, here at Spoon, we can also do grass-fed beef that we get from White Feather Meats. So we're gonna start off by grilling our patties here. We're gonna take our homemade pretzel bun here. We'll toast it with our garlic butter. We're gonna get that little sizzling off there. We are not messing around, let me tell you. Apricot and peach chutney, caramelized onions, and we're gonna top that off right there with some sweet potato waffle fries.
I have been in the restaurant industry since I was 18. So it's been a long time, 20 plus years. I just love dealing with people, love dealing with food. You never know what the impact you're gonna have on someone's life just from making them a great meal or a great conversation.
Here's a little insider tip for you. Make sure you stop at the bar and check out their menu there because you can get mussels, Spoon's award-winning burger, and more.
For our next deli, we're going to head out to Chesterland, and this is a family that's been in the food business a long time, and it's got a name you're going to remember, which is a good thing because you're going to like it. It's called The Farmer in the Deli.
Well, originally we had a stand at the West Side Market. We left there. We really didn't know what we wanted to do. Then we were driving around, and Frank and I found this spot out in Chesterland over 12 years ago. That's how long we've been here. And we put a farmer's market inside a deli. The name came from my uncle. I was about 16 years old. We were driving out to Burton, and we were gonna sell some watermelons. And he comes driving back and he goes, "Look at that. We should buy that farm." He says, "We could take a farmer in the deli, we'll call it. Farmer's market inside a deli." So that's where we got the name. And the kids love it. I mean, everybody loves it. What sets us apart is freshness, quality in the product, and the employees who prepare the stuff. It's sort of like above the rest because we use boar's head meats, which are the finest. You know, there's no gluten, there's nothing in it but 100% meat. It's all about freshness, quality. And like Boar's Head says, when it comes to your lunch meats, compromise elsewhere. Eat the best. If you're getting it for your kids or yourself, buy the best. It's like old school, you know? It's like going back in the 50s or the 40s. People got hooked on a sandwich. You know, they could take it with them, they could eat it cold. You know, guys that were like welding or working in a field, they'd break, they'd eat that sandwich. That was like embedded into each family. School lunches, don't forget your sandwich. And I just think it's about the same, but more choices. And instead of the flatbread, we use the roll and our Italian bread. Monday, we do a baked chicken sandwich, and that comes with lettuce, tomato, onion, and cheese. Tuesday, we do meatballs, which is a meatball sub with 5 meatballs, toasted with provolone cheese on it. Wednesday is sausage, peppers, and onions. Thursday is going to be pulled pork or Italian beef, and Frank prepares that fresh every week. So maybe he'll do both or just do one. Friday, we have hot corned beef brisket that we sell all day long, and it's unbelievable. And being here 12 years, we have a lot of repeated business where people, they tell a friend and it goes on and on. So it's sort of like the old story where you throw that pebble in the water and you get that ripple. It's up to Frank, myself, and the staff to make sure when them ripples go out, it's the best experience. So it just keeps going, you know, because you could throw one in and them bad ripples would be just horrible. So we've been lucky. We have had all good responses. Our mission has always been, we're just families serving families. Nobody takes home anything that they won't let their family eat. So we know it's the best. And that's why they keep coming back.
The Farmer and the Deli is located in Chesterland on Chillicothe Road, and they're open 7 days a week. When we come back, we're headed to Solon, Ohio, another deli.
So the deli, what makes a deli is like the different types of old world kind of food. Like, of course, we said pastrami, we said corned beef, we said goose liver, we say chopped liver.
We're in Solon, but it's called the
Chicago Deli.
Chicago Deli, and this is George. And George has been here so long that I hear customers walk in and out and call you Uncle George.
Right, 37 years.
37 years. I'm making beautiful things. And a lot of folks that don't know about delis don't really understand what a deli is all about. How would you
Right.
describe it to them?
Deli is an old world restaurant. That's what it is. But they showcase all the meats that they serve, and they showcase all the breads. They showcase all the salads that they make. That's what a deli is all about.
So
and then people come in, they order, they sit down, they get served, they eat. Now it's becoming more Nova-Riche type of deli now,
Yeah.
because we're making different things. We're making tabbouleh, hummus, baba, besides the corned beef, besides the chopped liver, besides
He
all
makes
of this.
everything beautiful too. So we're going to make a sandwich here.
We're gonna make a sandwich. It's called, we call it the number 4 here in our menu. It's called the number 4.
And this is corned beef.
It's corned beef, Swiss cheese. It's a double decker. It's a nice, beautiful, big sandwich.
You
Now,
know-
what we do is then we take some pastrami, corned beef here, okay. Then we take lettuce and tomato, lettuce.
Holy crow! How do you put that in your mouth, George?
Well, sometimes we sit with the people and help them out,
You have to hold it.
help them eat it.
You should serve a shoehorn with your sandwich. Look at that thing.
Excuse
Is that beautiful or what? Let me give it a little turn here. Oh
I'm
my
gonna cut
goodness.
it. You'll see it better after I cut
Yeah,
it.
I bet. George, I tell you what, thank you very much for having us here too.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Look at that. George comes on the show a lot. He makes a lot of different stuff. We're talking about the baba ganoush. We're talking about the hummus.
Hummus, yes.
Yeah, you make
Did
a
you
lot of
like
great
it?
things.
The ones I left over
I
there.
loved it. And I love the stuff you make for breakfast. Like, how do you make that French toast? That French toast is beautiful.
We dip it in tapioca and then we fry it. It's challah bread, dipped in tapioca, and we fry it, and it's delicious.
So you drop it in the deep fryer then?
Drop it in
Because
the
the
deep fryer.
outside is so crispy. It's got that great flavor, but the inside's almost like pudding.
Pudding, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's delicious. And how about those potatoes?
Those potatoes, we boil them a little bit. We parboil them, then we slice them. We have a slicer back there for them. We slice them, then we put them on the grill with butter and some spices,
Yeah.
onion, and all that kind of stuff. And then we brown them up on both sides. Serve them. They're easy.
I always say that delis sort of reflect like what the community wants and likes. You know, it's
Right.
almost like a neighborhood kind of thing because
It is.
there are people that don't really know what a deli is like, and you walk in, you see all the cabinets of meats and prepared foods. But delis serve breakfast, they serve lunch, they serve dinner, and some people in the neighborhood eat at the deli every day, don't they?
Right.
Every single day.
Every single day.
So that's why you
They
get that
come in-
big menu.
Big man. Well, that's what a deli is.
Yeah.
It's a big menu.
Hey, I saw somebody cutting something that looked like rib steaks or something. What was that?
Those are ribeyes. We cut them for our breakfast steak and also for our steak sandwich.
And I was shocked because you were saying you sell that breakfast steak like for $7.95. That's a beautiful piece of
You
meat.
get eggs, you get home fries, and the steak and toast
Yeah.
for $7.95.
And that same steak you have like as a dinner and as a lunch item, that sort of thing too.
Right.
So how many things think you have on your menu?
At least 200 items.
200 items.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been here how many years?
37.
And how about this handsome guy here?
37 days.
That's him. That's the one thing about George too. When you come in here, he's walking around having a good time with everyone. He is a jokester, and it's unbelievable.
That's
and you
what
know,
it
deli
is.
food's good for you too. You know, I think since I met you, you've lost maybe 40, 50 pounds or something.
45 pounds.
Yeah.
And I still eat my own food. You believe that?
I believe it, and you look good.
I eat corned beef, I eat croissant. I stay away from the bread, but I love bread, but what can I do, you know?
Okay, so you had your fun with me today. Now I understand you're going to take off your gloves and go golfing.
I hope so. If my daughter lets me.
She's the boss now. Huh?
She's the boss.
Well, I got to tell you, it's a wonderful place. It's on Aurora Road. It's in Seoul in the Chicago Deli, and George is the best.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Well,
and Dave, we have a lot of respect for you here.
thank you very much.
We always have the TV on Channel 8 all the time here.
I love this guy.
Even a lady came in the other day, she wants us to put it on Judge Judy. I said, for crying out loud, Judge Judy? Who's better, David Moss or Judge Judy?
Natalie, try and top that.
This next stop is worth going out of your way for. I want to warn you, you might be a bit overwhelmed when you walk in. There are more than 50 different sandwiches on the menu. So how do you choose? Well, if you were me, you'd probably order one of each, but I know that's not how everyone works, so why don't we help you out a bit?
Gourmands means it's a place where people come to eat, to appreciate good food and drink, but it also means you're a glutton. So you choose what you want to define it as. So. I got tired of working for a big company. I was a pharmacy technician, and I was a foodie, and I watched cooking shows. It was my addiction. And one day I decided to go to Loretta Paganini's school out in Chesterland. And she, with her little foreign accent, said, "Stop wasting your time, go buy a pizza shop or something and open up a store." And that's what I did. I took her advice. When I opened up, I had 9 sandwiches. 1 panini grill, 1 small cooler. Then I met Andrea a couple years later, brought her into this place. Within a year, we had 20 sandwiches. Within the second year, I think we had 32. By 2000, we had 50. Now we have 57. She's nuts. She's crazy. My wife's a creative genius, she is. Well, because of you guys, 5 years ago, we featured the Hawaii 5-0 at that time. It's never stopped. It's still our #1 sandwich. Thank you. First of all, the people that come in here, it's blue collar, it's teachers, it's executives. They say 250,000 people come through this valley a day. So that can give you an idea of just how varied it could be with folks. Millionaires come in here. We use ciabatta bread, we use sourdough, we use authentic Jewish rye, and we use a multigrain bread. So we're using all those breads and making multiple sandwiches. Also, people come in here and they say, "I want like that turkey sandwich, not that way. Put it on this bread or that bread." We have a file system over there, a little Rolodex. It's got 200 different suggestions or people's requests for different sandwiches and salads because they just can't make up their minds. But some people they can't go with what's on the menu. They have to customize it, and that's all right. I don't mind. And nothing's pre-made. It's all custom made. The order comes in and we put it all together. So I suppose if we were a little bit more like a Burger King type place, we can crank out more sandwiches. And that's been a lot of some of the criticism we've had to deal with over the years is that we're not real fast. But that's because it's all fresh and it's all real. And the real people don't mind. And that's why we love our real people.
Something important to remember, Gourmand is only open on weekdays until 3 p.m. So before you head out, keep that in mind. It is right on Canal Road in Valley View. When we return, can I interest you in a Sammich?
Actually, we're doing a lot of the smoking of the meats in-house. We're making a lot of what we use here instead of outsourcing or buying something somewhere else.
to our deli sandwich show. This is one of my favorites, I think, that we've ever done because I love a good deli sandwich, and you will always find one here at Sammich.
Sammich.
Sammich, you know this guy, Randy, because everyone knows of Jack Flaps. I mean, you guys have Jack Flaps in a couple different locations here. But we are on the east side of town, right in Euclid, and this is your newest venture.
It is, yeah. We've been here for about 2 months now.
How did it come about that you started with the whole Jack Flaps and switched over to this?
Actually, we needed space for Jack Flaps. They're too small. They're really tiny little restaurants, and we needed space to do the prep. So we're doing some of the prepared foods, such as like granola and some of our hot sauce and some things like that over here.
Okay, now, but I have heard from so many people that you make some of the best deli sandwiches around.
We do.
So what makes yours stand out so much?
Actually, we're doing a lot of the smoking of the meats in-house. We're making a lot of what we use here instead of outsourcing or buying something somewhere else. We're doing things in an affordable way also.
I think we need to just go make something.
Well, let's do it.
We gotta show you people what this is really about. Let's go back there. I'm looking at the menu because of course I gotta pick the best sandwich here, right? The main event is what these are called, and then I see fighter names on here. Is there a theme going on?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We got, I love boxing and MMA, so, you know, it's kind of the theme of it.
Have you done that on the side, or just like watching other people do that?
I like watching other people do
Okay, I was going to say, yeah, you say sticking to this and making great sandwiches. I could tell by the wall, though, that there was some kind of theme, and then you have the big boxing gloves up top there, so you definitely enjoy it. The names, it's a short menu, which is good, I think. Helps people to pick things easily, but you can also build your own.
Correct.
I don't want to build my own, though. I want to make one of these awesome ones. I'm going to go with, out of the ones I've seen, because this looks so different, the Kung Lee.
Okay.
So let's talk about what's in that and how we make it.
So start with a fresh baked bun. This is our Vietnamese style sausage that we make here. We do a picnic ham. We bone it and then we cure it and smoke it. So now we're going to slide down here to the end and we're going to add some of the kimchi.
You can smell it. Well, you put a nice healthy dose on there too.
Nice big dose. Now this isn't too spicy. We keep it kind of tame so we don't fry people's mouths. We want you to taste what you're eating.
Fresh jalapenos?
Fresh jalapenos. Now if you don't like the jalapenos, you can ask it without, but
I like a good spice. Look at that!
There's your sandwich.
Tell me that doesn't look like a delicious. Now, you must be really busy come lunchtime. A lot of people in and out because it's easy, quick for lunch.
Yeah, we get very busy, you know, hit at 11:30, and we get very busy for lunchtime. So.
Now, what time are we open until?
We're open until 6 p.m.
6 p.m. What time do you open?
11 a.m.
All right, so 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. Come get a great sandwich.
Sandwich.
Here.
Yeah.
I love that we gave a little twist to the name. Again, we're right in Euclid. What street are we on?
East 185th Street.
Come see them, East 185th. Randy will be here, that's for sure.
Right.
And I promise he won't use the boxing gloves on you. He will just make your sandwiches.
As long as you're good.
I'm behaving. On that note, I'm going to send it over to David.
Our next stop is in Kent. We're going to head to a place called the Franklin Square Deli. It's a local sandwich shop, but it also has a link to racing.
Obviously, by the name Deli, we're associated with sandwiches, meats, and things of that nature. The only unfortunate part about that is a lot of people come in here expecting a full-scale deli where they can come in and buy meats and cheeses and breads and condiments and things like that. Well, it's our restaurant name. One thing that we've tried to steer clear of over the years is being too trendy. A lot of times you see trendy restaurants come and go, and you kind of have to be cautious of that. Let's face it, in America, sandwiches are still a mainstay. You start to realize that, you know, it's a large part of the daily diet of America. But we have our traditional sandwiches. We have traditional deli-style sandwiches like Reuben's and, you know, big roast beef sandwiches. We have our Italian submarines, which really is still our mainstay sandwich here. Gyros and bagel sandwiches, and we certainly serve a great amount of soup here. We've been well known for our soups over the years. We didn't start out with the race car theme here. However, even when we did open, I was very much involved with racing as an enthusiast more than anything. I attended much of the local racing and international racing when it came anywhere near the area. Of course, as you can tell by the black and white and the checker and the paintings and on the walls and whatnot, that the racing theme took over. Even to this day, and I have not raced since the year 2012, so it's been 5 years already, there isn't a day that doesn't go by that somebody doesn't walk in the door and ask about racing this year. Do you have the car out yet? Are you planning on racing? So it's still a big part of myself and this restaurant. We're at that point now where we're feeding third generation customers here, because we've said all along, if I can get someone to come through the door, sit down and have one of our sandwiches, generally we have a customer for good. If you give a customer just a little bit more of what they're expecting, give them more than what they expect, you'll see them again.
Franklin Square Deli is located in downtown Kent, and don't forget they also have breakfast and they specialize in bagel sandwiches. Okay, when we return, we're going to get sandwiches in the city, Ohio City.
I'd definitely say our smoked turkey clubs are probably top seller. Like I said, we brine the turkey for 24 hours, smoke it out back, make the bacon in the house, sun-dried tomato mayo. People love it. They literally drink it. So.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. We are on the road and we are checking out delis all around our area, and we've seen some good ones, and now we're going to see one that's a little bit more of a hybrid. This is a place I love. It's called Urban Twine, and Brendan is behind the counter right now assembling some wonderful sandwiches, and I was saying this is sort of like a hybrid of a deli. How would you describe Urban Twine?
We kind of categorize ourselves as chef-inspired sandwich shop. We make everything from scratch as much as possible, from our pickles to our bread. Chris here he's our house baker, so he does all our house baking, bread every morning fresh. We smoke the turkey, we make the bacon, you name it, we do it.
I love the way you guys move here too. Like, we dropped in here around lunch hour, and then things are just flying in and out of the turbofan over here. I mean,
oh yeah.
You have a lot of hot sandwiches, right?
Yeah, about half our menu's hot, half is cold. So we have a variety of, we have turkey, we have beef, we have pork, we have vegetable. Grilled cheese, we got it all.
I love the grilled cheese too. Hey, so if you're going to recommend somebody comes in here to Urban Twine, we're on Lorain Road. What's the cross street here? 40?
We are 44th in Lorain.
44th and Lorain. So it's easy to find. It's a beautiful old building and a great little spot. I come in here for the first time. I'm confused. I don't know what to get. It all looks so good. How do you start?
I'd definitely say our smoked turkey clubs are probably top seller. Like I said, we brine the turkey for 24 hours, smoke it out back. Make the bacon in the house, sun-dried tomato mayo. People love it. They literally drink it. So.
Yeah. Hey, the first one I ordered when I came in here was the Cuban sandwich. So what goes on the Cuban?
Cuban, we have double roasted pork, so we slow roast that for about 3.5 hours. We have some country style ham, some regular mustard, and then we do some house sweet pickles with that also.
Yeah, it's fabulous. This is one of those sandwiches too. You know how some sandwiches can be dry and they try to make it like with the lettuce and tomato, but the meat here is always so juicy. I mean, it is like you can tell it's been freshly roasted.
Absolutely, yeah. We toast all our bread so it doesn't sog out, but it's still nice and moist.
Good support too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, you know the other thing I tried here? You read it on the menu and you say, I got to try it. The shaved prime rib. Now, how cool is that?
Yeah, we roast that every day also. Get a nice big chuck rounds. Roast it to about 105, 110, so it's nice medium rare. Slice it super thin, paper thin. And then we have some grilled onions, some house-made chimichurri sauce, and some arugula, some really good peppadews. They're kind of sweet, kind of spicy.
Yeah, I love those.
So they got a nice little combination for you.
So, you know, Brandon, we were talking about this being a deli show. So, like I said, it's sort of a hybrid deli. So if you come here, they have more than sandwiches, though. It's not, we've got a couple salads here I think are terrific.
Yep, absolutely. In this wintertime, we do 2 soups a day. We have about 3 salads. Classic Caesar.
I love that
salad.
bisque soup, too.
Yeah, the tomato bisque is a hot item also.
Yeah, and the croutons are a little special.
Yep, we use our leftover bread and make our croutons in-house also.
A little blue cheese in there.
Yep, some fresh Maytag blue cheese. Melt that down.
I didn't see any desserts. No desserts today, though, right?
We do. Chris actually makes cookies.
No kidding.
So we have an assortment. We have chocolate chip, whatever he's feeling in the mood for.
Kind of variety. I'll do oatmeal.
You think oatmeal?
Just random, whatever we have in house that I can use up.
Talk about cool ideas too, like the toasted cheese sandwich. Who doesn't love that? Yours actually has like a jelly or a jam on it, right?
Yeah, we do a hazelnut apricot jam with that. We also switch that up seasonally. So.
Okay, so just to cement it in everybody's mind, it's called Urban Twine. We're on Lorain at 44th Street. How did you get the name Urban Twine?
It was actually based off our staple sandwich when we first opened. It was porchetta sandwich, basically pork loin, fresh herbs, garlic, roll it up in butcher twine, roast that off.
Yeah. I'm an East Sider, so I live a long way from here. So I came here. I tell you, I got the sandwich. I loved it so much. When I went back home, I told my wife, we came all the way back from the East Side to the West Side.
Fantastic.
To check it out. And it's worth the ride, and it's a great spot.
We have some loyal fans, that's for sure.
Brendan, you guys make great sandwiches. What's this guy's name again?
Chris Shannon.
Nice job. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.
Hot and cold sandwiches prepared to order, and that is just the beginning of what you'll find at Lehman's Country Store and Deli.
We're a takeout deli, and we've been here, it'll be 35 years this August. The business has been here since before the Second World War. It used to be a farm, and I came here in August of 1985, and I was 22 years old, and I've been here ever since. What customers know us for is that pretty much almost everything that we sell here, we almost make everything from scratch. There are a few items that we don't, but we cook our own roast beef, we cook our own corned beef, our pastrami. We have a smoker, but we do barbecue pork and pork loin and all kinds of other things. We make from scratch over 70 soups, and it keeps us really busy. And Tara, who's been here since she was, in some way, shape, or form, since she was 15, does pretty much all the baking. So all the bakery that we do here, Tara makes from scratch.
These are just some of the more popular items that we have set up here. This is our today's special. It's our pork loin, and it's seasoned and smoked, and we make it a pork loin sandwich, and we make a pork po' boy. That's really good. This is mac and cheese. It's a buffalo mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is very popular. We have our cookies. Of course, our giant homemade cookies are a huge seller. This is our corned beef brisket. We make that here. This is very popular on St. Patrick's Day. And then another popular item is our Southwest chicken salad. This has our homemade black bean salsa, shredded cheese, chicken, and a chipotle ranch dressing. It's very good. And then, of course, our frosted brownies and our banana cake, which customers love. They're very good.
Well, I think it's good food, and it's fast, and it's just friendly service, and something where you can come in, and no matter where you go at the deli, everybody seems to have a different specialty, and I think that's what attracts people. Our soups, we're very proud of that. We make them all from scratch. On the sandwich side of things, we make our own barbecue pork, which is awesome. We have that on Wednesdays. Pretty much our all-time favorite sandwich is a turkey club sub, which is turkey, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and bacon on a roll. And pretty much everybody, when people ask that question, that's what we tell them. We've had, people start here when they're 13, 14, 15 years old that still come back and help us. Kids that were in high school that still, as moms, come in and work a couple of days, like during the school year. So I couldn't do it without them, and that's why Lehman's is successful, is the people that work here. You should come to Lehman's just to see that, that here on the west side there are very good delis, and that we could provide something that maybe is a little bit different than you're used to.
Lehman's Country Store and Deli is right on Detroit Road in Westlake. When we come back, the biggest cream puff around.
People go for our cream puffs. That is one of our largest sellers. They're 100% whipped cream. Our custards are 100%, our eclairs are 100% custard, and our cheesecakes are second to none.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. It's our celebration of delis, and we do continue, and we head to Brecksville, where we visit a place called Simon's Restaurant and Deli.
Simon's Restaurant is a full delicatessen, full restaurant, bakery, and catering and to-go. We have built our business over the last 41 years with our reputation of a very, very good corned beef sandwich, our Reubens, our turkey clubs. We roast our own pastrami and oven roasted turkeys. We make our own homemade salads, tabbouleh and hummus and grape leaves, which we have a little flair for being in our nationality, and it's done well for us. Our downtowner is our corned beef sandwich, which we think that rivals anyone. It's where we put 14 ounces of corned beef sandwich on it, corned beef on our sandwich, and we think it could rock anybody. Our Reuben is our downtowner Reuben, which is our grilled rye bread, cut extra thick with Swiss cheese and sauerkraut, grilled, and kosher pickles. Our turkey club is built on 3 slices of Italian bread and fresh lettuce and tomatoes and bacon and sliced oven roasted turkey. We've built a reputation on our desserts. We have our own private bakers, and some are done in-house and some are done through people that have built with us for years, and amazing cakes, cream puffs, eclairs, cookies, coconut bars. We do it all. We've been built as a deli and labeled as a deli, but our restaurant fare is second to none. We feature many comfort foods, from city chickens and fresh sauteed walleye, and we did our lemon chicken, which is a signature dish here, sauteed to order, and we think delicious. For our customers, we're in a smaller community here in Brecksville at Simon's, and our business is community and is built here many years. People go for our cream puffs. That is one of our largest sellers. They're 100% whipped cream. Our custards are 100%, our eclairs are 100% custard, and our cheesecakes are second to none, along with our cakes. So, I mean, it probably would take a couple visits to get truly everything down, but we like that also. A reason to come and visit here is we pride ourselves on our service, friendly community, friendly people. Our staff is second to none, and we like to make you feel welcome and give you good food, and we think very reasonable. Most proud of, what has happened over the last 41 years, how the restaurant has evolved, the return of customers, consistently and showing their respect and love for the restaurant. We think that's very satisfying in this type of industry and business.
Okay, Simon's is located in Brecksville on Route 82, right near the intersection of 82 and 21. Well, I hope you enjoyed our celebration of delis. I know I certainly had a good time with it. And if you've got any great ideas for us, other places you'd like us to visit, well, just reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook, and we'll put it together. For Natalie Herbeck, I'm David Moss, and we'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland.